Rebonjour YouTube. Bien. Après vous avoir fait poireauter pendant des heures pour que dalle. Essayons. En tout cas, allons vers la suite. Puis, au final, Grégory pardon, était bien derrière. Et bah tant pis, on le refera. On peut voir ici. Il y a un truc là-haut. J'ai d'abord envie de vérifier ce qu'il y a là-bas. Ouh, comme j'ai peur. Milton, toujours. Ah, Barbara.
Growing up, I always thought of Barbara as a child star.
Est-ce que c'est littéralement une star en fait ou... non, demi-tour. Oh, goddammit. Ok, il y avait un truc à côté. Donc elle a vraiment fait des Oscars en fait. Ah ouais, il y a des poupées à elle. Oh la vache. Des poupées à son effigie. C'est littéralement maman, j'ai raté l'avion là. Le Bigfoot, mon ami le Bigfoot. Bon. Putain, les tenues en plus.
I never thought about how hard it must have been for her afterwards.
Pourquoi? Elle est morte, certes. Ouais. Barbara Street? Ah ouais. Full ego, full ego. Dreadful story.
Of all the stories people wrote about Barbara's death, I'm surprised Edie saved this one.
Bon.
Old Jack here with another ghastly tale inspired by America's most unfortunate family. I'm calling it The Surprise Ending of Barbara Finch.
Spoopy.
As a child star, Barbara was famous for her scream. Now it's
D'accord, c'est comme ça qu'elle est
she
connue.
was all washed up. A has-been. But in a lucky break, she'd been asked to perform her signature scream at a local convention for monster movie fans. It was just the boost her career needed. Unfortunately, her scream hadn't aged well.
Getting better. I think you just need the
Ah,
right
dingue, hein.
motivation.
Her biggest
Oh, la motivation.
fan and current boyfriend, Rick, was about to demonstrate when...
Now that was a great scream.
It was Barbara's father, Sven. He'd slipped into a table saw and had to be rushed to the emergency room.
Ah merde.
So Barbara got stuck babysitting her youngest brother, Walter. Her convention comeback was cancelled.
Ah merde.
Okay, I'm hearing frustration, but I'm not hearing terror. What if I tried...
A gang of hoodlums in Halloween masks have been terrorizing Orcas Island tonight. Police are urging residents to...
That came from the basement.
You're right! Also, I loved your delivery on that. Why is your basement door locked?
Because my dad likes making puzzles and secret passages. There's a key hidden in the music box.
Ah.
The secret is to keep winding and winding until finally the key pops out.
Thanks.
Ah.
I'll be back in a sec.
D'accord.
20 minutes later, Rick hadn't returned. So Barbara went to look for him, right?
C'est ça qu'on fait du coup pour entrer.
She reached for the music box.
Là, c'est moi qui dois faire.
And as she wound the key, she listened for Rick, but the house was silent.
Je contrôle plus rien.
She found Rick's crutch and imagined the worst.
Je déteste les films d'horreur. Enfin, je déteste les jeux d'horreur surtout. Book. Ok, ok. Tiens. Oh, book. Ah, elle veut entendre le cri, c'est faux.
The gang's leader is the infamous Hookman killer, Dr. Carl Hamill, who impaled and then ate his family 10 years ago tonight.
100% c'est fake, mais ça va mal se passer. Oh, ça lag. On le succès Steam. Bon. Fameux tueur au crochet.
Ridge rattled and grew still.
Oh dear!
Bien sûr, 100%. Bah ouais. Bah ouais.
Barb, relax. I was just trying to scare you to help you find your scream.
Well,
Mais
I'm
c'était sûr.
not scared, Rick. I'm furious.
Then act furious. All I'm getting from you now is that you're hurt and confused and you're...
She threw him out, but she kept a little something to remember him by.
Ça fait qui?
Have you seen my other crutch?
And she was still holding it when she fell asleep watching the late picture show. Hours later...
Barbara! Walter,
Hmm?
what's going on up there?
Ah.
Okay, I'm coming up, but if this is a trick, you're dead, Walter.
Sûr que une fois pas deux. Hein. Mais encore. Oh, je vais casser la baraque. Tiens, grand-mère. Peut monter, non. Oh, la télé, là. Tiens, la télé. Tiens, le réveil. Oh, Spoopy. Je suis 100% que je vais créer en plus. Hein. L'œil. Bon, il est pas dehors. C'était censé me faire peur? Walter.
Walter, are you there?
Walter had vanished, but
Disparu.
his radio was still on.
Orcas Island police describe the man as 6 feet tall, with a steel hook for a hand. Residents are urged to lock all doors and windows and notify the police of any suspicious activity.
Oh oh.
Barbara turned, saw the hook man, and was speechless.
Ah.
He was quite smashing.
Formidable. Ouh. Dégage. Pas mal, pas mal, pas mal.
He couldn't get enough of Barbara.
Okay, Barbara, there's gotta be another way out of here.
Bien sûr.
That night, she played her part beautifully.
Du coup, elle va dans le chemin de Molly. Du coup, je suis derrière lui.
His door hadn't been opened in years. The hinges groaned.
Allez hop. Ça dégage. À l'envers.
But she sensed the story might not be over yet.
Je vais descendre, il va disparaître. Ouais, c'est ça le jeu, c'est ça, ouais. Va me faire croire qu'il va pas disparaître après. Oh, je vole. Voilà. Si je remonte. Est-ce qu'il est là ou pas? J'adore tester les jeux comme ça. Est-ce qu'il est là? Il vient plus là, très bien. Bien joué le jeu. Bien joué le jeu. Prévisible, mais bien joué. Au moins tu n'es pas bugué. Oh, mais il n'est plus là.
The hookman had vanished. She listened for his breathing, but all she heard was...
Ok, c'est... Ok, ok.
At the door, she heard whispering. It was coming from inside the house.
Dommage. Ah oui, c'était plusieurs en fait.
Oh dear.
Ah bah oui, là, oh non. Et il la viola.
The monsters had come to surprise her. For Barbara, it was a dream come true.
J'ai une caméra
She saw
cachée.
what kind of monsters they were, and she realized what was about to happen. She was going to be famous. And with her final breath, Barbara Finch gave the performance of her life.
Littéralement.
I wasn't there myself, but I hear Barbara was magnificent.
Mhm.
Poor girl. She had a taste for
Elle est béquille à
stardom,
droite.
but unfortunately, so did her fans. Of course, the police blamed it all on poor Rick, who disappeared the same night. And little Walter? Hiding under his bed the whole time. They took it all pretty hard.
Ah bah oui, bah là.
But that's another story. As for Barbara, tucked inside the music box is all they ever found of her. Her ear.
Oh. Moche.
That's what I call a real eerie tale.
Tendre l'oreille, bien sûr. Bien joué le jeu.
Edie told me all Barbara wanted was to be remembered, as absurd as that comic was. Maybe what Edie saw was a happy ending.
Pas mal. Très bien. Bon. Et bah d'accord. Bah, je pense qu'on a fini ici. Parfait. J'imagine qu'on peut pas pousser ici. Non. Et bah allons ici. Du coup maintenant on sait comment accéder en bas.
I guess now I know why Mom didn't like me playing with the music box.
C'est pour ça. Merci le jeu. Ah, un truc là. Ah oui, c'est le...
Edie's father Odin built
C'est
the
ça.
original house.
Mhm. Ici, y a quoi?
Mom must have locked the third floor stairs on the
Merde.
night we left.
Ah, merde. Bon, ça, ouais.
It's funny.
Attends, quoi? Tu voulais dire quoi?
All those times I played with the music box and never found the basement key.
C'était... Walter, là. Je connais pas vraiment de ce qu'il a. Pas vu encore sa chambre. C'est pour ça que le truc est cassé ici. Ça se tient. Ça se tient. Bon. Descendons. Hop, hop, hop. Qu'est-ce que c'est que ça? Ah non, c'est pour mettre du ruban adhésif, bien sûr. Bon bah. Voilà. Bon. Et bah, let's go. Du coup, il y a un billard. Bien billard. Très bien. Vraiment un sous-sol. Hein. Pour le coup. Un petit... Pour les bébés.
Mom said the basement was off limits, unless I wanted another tetanus shot.
Rappel contre le tétanos. Ah ouais. Par contre, la mère qui nourrit pas son enfant, bon. Pas dingue non plus, quoi. Pas dingue, pas dingue. Hein. Ça, Sven, d'accord. Je vois. Ah non, du coup, non.
I saw Edie sneak down to the basement once, carrying packages. I thought maybe she was hiding presents.
Allons voir. Let's go. Boum.
It turned out she was hiding a lot more than that.
Ah ouais? Oh, je vois que dalle.
I
Qu'est-ce que
remember
c'est?
asking Mom once about where Walter had gone.
Walter
She
était
said after
parti.
Barbara died, he got as far away as he could.
Ah oui, c'est pour ça, oui. Ah oui, d'accord. Ah ouais, full bunker.
If there's a pattern in all these stories, I think it's that none of us has gotten very far.
Ah ouais. Ah ouais. T'as la radio qui fonctionne encore? Walter. C'est une image. Ah, c'est triste. Ah, moche. On peut descendre. Plus tard. Au moins il avait un vélo de course. Il avait la radio, les épices, la Tour Eiffel, bonjour la France, Brazil, China, Italy, Spanish. Bon. Jusqu'en 2005. Ouais. Lisons tout ceci.
Goodbye, everyone. I can't believe I've been down here for 30 years.
30 ans!
On that first day, after the shaking started, I didn't think I'd survive a week.
Allez.
But after a few days, I settled into a routine. That's what kept me sane. Having a
Qui a
schedule.
empêché de devenir fou? Bah non, c'est l'inverse. Bah. Wow.
I always expected to be dead tomorrow.
Ah, tous les midis.
If you wait long enough,
Janvier
you can
1976.
anything.
Ah ouais, et
Even a
bien
monster
choqué. Hein.
On the other side of the door starts to feel normal. Almost friendly.
Presque amical. Oh, les jus de pêche. De la pêche, c'est ça? Je crois. Wow.
And then one day, everything just
Ah, dernier jour.
stopped. Whatever that thing was, it was gone. Maybe it got tired of waiting. Or maybe I just got tired of being afraid. It's been a week now, the longest in 30 years.
Pas qu'une semaine, hein.
I'm done waiting.
Ah,
I have to leave. Well, I still can.
t'es un peu trop tard là quand même. Ça fait quand même un bon 30 ans que t'es là. Hein. Allons voir. Hein. Qu'est-ce que c'est que ce bordel?
I know it's out there, somewhere. Whatever
Qu'est-ce qui
killed
se passe?
Barbara
Hein?
and Molly.
Et Molly? Hein? La malédiction?
And Calvin.
Calvin.
Maybe this is all a mistake. But I need to stop living the same day, even if it kills me. Whatever's out there, I want you to know I'm ready for it. I'm going to appreciate all of it, especially the food.
Ah bah oui, bah j'espère bien.
I don't mind if I only have a year left. Or a month. Or a single week. I'd be happy with one new day. I can already imagine the sun on my face.
Mhm. Ouais.
Walter died when I was 6. I can't believe my mom never told me he was down here.
Ah c'est ça, ouais, en fait, ouais, depuis le début, il y a un mec dans... Oh, le cauchemar. En fait, depuis le début, il y a un mec dans ton sous-sol qui habite, qui a depuis 30 ans, qui a été traumatisé. Pour l'enfer. Tous les midis, il mange un truc. Ah, il y a peut-être de la mécanique. Ah putain. Je viens de comprendre. Marrant le jeu, très rigolo, hein. Ah, les trains.
I'm sure my mom was trying to protect me.
Ah, il était où le texte? Bon bah. Let's go. Et moi,
Maybe
je
she was afraid I'd
descendais.
end up like Walter.
Pourquoi il aurait peur qu'elle finisse comme Walter? Elle a pas
But
un peu
if
été
she never
traumatisée.
told
Hein.
me about an uncle under the house,
C'est vrai,
I
ça.
can
Hein.
only imagine what else she was hiding. I don't want to make the same mistakes she made.
C'est là, il cachait sa bouffe en fait. Bon.
Trying to bury something that's still alive.
Ça va. Le sol a amorti ma chute.
Now that there's only one of us left, or maybe 2, I thought it was time I heard the stories for myself and found out what happened to everyone else. But
Ouais.
now I'm worried the stories themselves might be the problem. Maybe we believed so much in a family curse, we made it real.
Et c'est le suicide. Non. Moche.
I don't know if I should even be writing this. Maybe it'd be better if all this just died with me.
Oh. Merci.
But I thought you should know about your family. And the history you're a part of.
Qu'est-ce que c'est là-bas? Monstre du Loch Ness? Qu'est-ce que c'est que Simagrée?
Though to be honest,
Ah,
I
mais
feel as
là.
lost as you probably do right now.
C'est le père qui construit tout ça? Ah oui, c'est là la maison, et du coup après tout a coulé. Oui, oui. C'est la grosse bête qu'on a vue au tout début du jeu en fait.
I think the people in these stories believed them, for what that's worth.
Quelque chose ici? Non. Je dirais pas. C'est plus pour brésiller. Ah oui d'accord, ah oui, je maîtrise l'électricité maintenant. Balèze hein. Genre là. Là-bas il n'y a plus rien. Et si je fais tac tac? Non. On va voir le pont. Qu'est-ce que c'est? C'est le phare? Ah c'est peut-être un phare. Enfin la fin d'un phare. Aucune idée. Bon. Arrêtons de papillonner.
And when you look at the house, that history of imagination and stubbornness and madness, any of it seems possible.
Je vous laisse apprécier, hein. Je parle pas beaucoup. Hein. Je sais. Ah mais c'est là où il y avait Molly, le chat. Le grand arbre et tout ça, tout ça.
I think we've been surrounded by death for so long, we've just gotten used to it. What kind of family finishes building a cemetery before starting the house?
C'est vrai? Non. Ils ont vraiment fait ça? Ah ouais, c'est vraiment, ils ont... C'est une vraie malédiction. Hein.
It's embarrassing
Putain, elle est
for
déjà
me
là.
to admit this, but the pet cemetery made me more uncomfortable than the human one. 3 of the gerbils are mine, and 2 had been my fault.
Ah merde, 2 d'entre elles c'était ma faute, merde. Oliver, Bob, Ombre, Christopher. Ouais.
Sven built the house, but it was Edie who designed the cemetery.
Molly Finch. Ouais, du coup elle est morte. Le chat. Calvin Finch. Astronaute. Sven Finch. J'ai pas vu sa mort. Vous pouvez la voir? Sven, non, on dirait pas. Si, Sven ici. Après, ça appartenait aussi à Edith. Oui, c'est en fait, elle est mariée à ça. Mais là, c'est le grand-père. Après, il y a elle a eu une fille avec ça. Et avec Sven, ils ont fait tous ses gosses, j'imagine. Kai. Et avec peut-être Sam, Kaneka et Sam. Et ensuite Dawn et Sanjay, donc la mère. Grégory qui est mort instant. C'est fait OS. C'est fait spawn kill. Edith Finch. Eddie. Ah, je l'ai pas fait. Pas encore fait. Walter. Ouais. Les rails. Barbara Finch. Je pense que j'ai pas fait Eddie. Je sais pas du tout où elle est.
I'm sure Odin's monument had been Edie's idea. My mom was always trying to move on, but for Edie, the past never went away. She could see it poking out of the water at low tide.
Ah. Ah. Zoomer? Ah, on peut zoomer comme ça.
Edie said she dreamed about the old house every night.
Ah, c'est la vieille maison. Ah, c'est la vieille maison, d'accord. Hop, tac tac, excusez-moi.
Edie's side was always easier for me to understand. But the older I get, the more I can see where my mom was coming from. Her dad had been pretty strict, but it wasn't enough to save her brothers. She was just trying to do better. She lost 2 of her brothers, just like I did. I get why she tried so hard to protect us.
Ouais.
We never found Milton's body, so my mom insisted we were putting up a monument, not a tombstone. There's so many things I wish I could ask my mom now. Part of me thinks this is what she wanted all along. For me to come back someday and find everything out for myself.
Montons. Hop, 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 hop. Ah.
But looking back on it now, if she told me there was going to be so much climbing, I never would have come when I was 22 weeks pregnant.
Ah. Ah. Elle est enceinte. Ah, 22 semaines. Attends, 22 semaines. Imaginons qu'un mois, c'est 4 semaines. Et 5 mois et demi. Ah oui, quand même. Ça craque, je me le bute. Doucement, doucement, doucement. Ok. Putain, mais ça fait... Ah, ça fait... Ah, d'accord. Oui, donc en fait, je contrôle une femme enceinte depuis le début et j'en ai strictement rien à foutre. Ah oui, quand même. Ah oui, c'est... Attendez, je viens de réaliser, là. C'est... Oui. Ah oui, c'est... Oui. Bon. Écoutez. Écoutez. C'est pas grave, c'est pas grave, c'est pas grave. America. L'Amérique.
I never met Grandpa Sam, but I think he and my mom had a lot in common. They were both pretty intense.
Yep. La
Sam
chasse.
spent his life shooting photos, but Mom said he got nervous being in front of the camera. I guess we're all afraid of something.
La chasse. L'Amérique. Le tonton Sam.
Instead of hiding from death, Sam seemed to go out of his way to meet it.
Le caribou. Guerre. Et pas... Et les caméras et tout, oh la vache. Oh le fusil. Ah. Ah. T'es marié. Tant pis. Ce sont les choses qui arrivent. Non, 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 non. Ah bah oui, bah là oui, faut pas le faire chier. Bah oui.
Dawn, I promise, you'll never forget this weekend.
Oh, ça vous lag.
These memories are gonna last a lifetime.
Ah, c'est bon.
Am I gonna have to
Hop là.
shoot anything?
It's a hunting trip, Dawn. Shooting is strongly encouraged.
Mhm.
Shouldn't we be leaving?
Just want to get a shot of you, Dawn, then we can take off. Not quite.
Ah non, d'accord, en fait, d'accord. Ok. J'avais pas compris.
What?
Voilà,
Perfect.
c'est mieux.
It's gonna rain the whole weekend, isn't it? I will never forget this weekend, Dad.
That's the spirit. Okay, got it.
Parfait.
I'm gonna take
La
some pictures,
photo.
okay?
Just be careful. That camera's older than you are.
Et là. Parfait.
Hey!
Excellent.
Paper.
Definitely should not have drunk all
C'est
that.
vraiment un ouais Charlie.
I'm just saying, I'm not always gonna be here, Dawn. You'll need to remember this stuff, if you want to survive.
I'll be fine, Dad.
You know who else thought he was gonna be fine?
Some guy who died.
Dawn, I'm being serious.
I know, Dad. You're always serious.
Elle est pas bonne.
Doesn't being out here make you want to chill out?
Well, to tell you the truth, I haven't been out here in 20 years. Dawn, don't you think you could find something more interesting to photograph?
C'est pour mon Insta.
Last time I was with my brother Calvin. Man, that was a great trip.
Oh, ça qu'il veut. Qu'est-ce qu'il veut?
Your grandpa Sven taught us how to fish, how to build a fire. We found an old logging trail. There were deer everywhere.
Qu'est-ce qu'il veut que je prenne en
I bet
photo?
if I could remember where that trail was, we'd spot a buck for you in no time.
Ah ça? Qu'est-ce qu'il veut que je prenne en photo?
Give me a minute to check the map. You don't need to waste any more film on me, kiddo.
Je dois faire sur quoi? Ça, les armes? Non. Pas bonne. Comme ça, non.
Let's see.
Non plus. Merde, je vais prendre quoi? Oh!
Good eyes, Dawn.
Ah! Le caribou!
Before you take the shot, let me get a picture of you.
Pourquoi ça lag pour vous? Chien?
Dad, I...
Just breathe. Turn off your imagination. Focus on your target.
Et bon!
Let me get behind you.
do I have to do this?
Dawn, you don't have to do anything. But if you want to survive, you'll need to be strong. Great shot, Dawn!
La belle prise! Oh le beau! Ah ouais.
I'm proud of you, Dawn. Always remember that, okay?
Putain mais c'est horrible.
Dad, it's twitching. I think
That's
it's
totally
silly.
normal,
Flash.
Dawn. Just focus on the camera. Try not to think about...
Chais! Chais. J'aime pas la chasse.
Of all these stories, that's the one I wish most that my mom had told me.
Chais. Parfait, une bonne chose de faite.